Okay, it says I'm live. Hopefully I really am. So last week we had some trouble with the live stream, and it didn't last any more than a couple minutes. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, class starts in a half hour, and that'll be kids class, and then after that we have a 2 hour adult class. So hopefully stick around, and remember, be nice, please. Hello, Michelle. You can't see it quite yet, but that Roomba thing, that robot cleaner is trying to get on that. How's it going, everybody? Just let you know, it is live. How's live treatment? Better. Good. Live. That means when you get on YouTube, you can go to, you can watch something that's happening right then and there, which is what. Oh, look, it's the Roomba. Yeah, there it is. She said she could hear it. Unfortunately, you can see it. She says you can hear it. Okay, well, it's okay. If we could only train and actually use the stuff when we had beads on, it wouldn't be really practical. Yeah, I'll push it when in another 10 or 15 minutes. This is. Oh, that's fine. It is, yeah. That's my rug. Abby Tabby was in here earlier. I didn't realize Ron was in Oklahoma.
Yeah, there's a, he posted online of where they're streaming competition live.
Oh, okay. Some people that trained with me a little bit many years ago got in contact with me last night. I didn't even know. I couldn't even remember who they were. The guy, his name kind of made me think he was kind of not real, although it's really his name. His name is John Holmes. He contacted me, and in the back, remember the name, and automatically when somebody does that, it makes me think that there's something going on. And I told him, I kind of thought it might. That was where my head was going, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I told him, I said, refresh my memory here. And yeah, I used to do classes out in Highland Park during the summertime. I did classes in Highland Park, and after I left Danny's dojo, and then several other people left and started their own schools and stuff. He got connected with one of those, and issues happened, and had to leave that. He found me, and we kind of chatted and trained and everything. He said him and his wife was talking about me last night. Maybe want to look me up. What you guys do last night? Oh, okay. We'll get started in about 15 minutes.
Get up on that one, but you can't get up on
It has a hard time. It has a hard time getting up on this ground here. Yeah, I don't know if it's just it hits that and then it tells itself to back off. I don't know because it'll run through there. It's got this weird format that it does where it has like a pattern it goes to.
It probably sense that it's carpet.
It'll run through there. I don't know. It even goes back there and runs on the mounts and stuff back there in the weight area. So I think it's just the way it's got its pattern or whatever. It'll do that all the way around it, and then you'll just see it running across them. It does it on this too. It'll have to work really, really hard to get up here. It'll go like 3 or 4 rounds and go back down. It'll go up to the next thing. Work really hard to get up, go 3 or 4 inches and go down. It's definitely not intelligent.
it. More of a nuisance than anything.
Well, he usually just has it running when no one's around, late at night, stuff like that. That way it just cleans everything without.
Well, he wants it to, but
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, when it gets close time to get on the mat, I'll just push the home button, it'll go home and hopefully leave us alone. Because it'll jump up here and just roam around the mat over to that class.
keep your feet away from it, boys. Your feet are there.
Reminds me of a dumb cat.
You're the only cat that will literally sit on that butt.
It is a little chilly.
Ron probably turned down heat because he left.
Possibility. Cut it down to 60. I don't like turning it up because I tend to forget to turn it back down after.
Yeah.
Eventually, I think I'll run around, it'll take off.
Think about it. They lost. Are you looking for me?
No, it's like I don't know where to go. He's tired. He partied all night.
Partied all night,
Yeah.
Probably bought a cake and maybe Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid Legos.
Yeah.
You get any crazier than that.
Started singing Slaughter. Up all night, sleep all day. And I sit back down.
There's a probably a
If you want, go ahead. Last week it wouldn't go home, so Ron just picked it up and carried it over there. There it goes. Or she actually. There's gotta be some kind of GPS sensor on that thing,
yeah.
or we know where to go. Whoops, wrong. Trying to park right beside it, son, Oh, well, it'll figure it out. Stay off the mat, you'll be all right. I think he purposely deflates that every time I leave.
Is it really deflated?
It's deflated. It was deflated the day after I pumped it up. It's just got a bad food in it. I don't know.
Probably.
I know there for a while, when our classes were being done, when they had a lot of other people in here, he didn't like me going over there and hitting that because it disrupted exercise. It looked too much like a gym where there were fighters and stuff like that. So. Boom, shakalaka. You still got about 5 or 6 minutes. Technically, it probably wouldn't cause any issues, but I like to hold out hope that one day, massive amount of people is going to run in here, join class.
Start, make flyers.
I actually started teaching in 1995, and I've always done that guerrilla style because I don't really know anything else, but I've done the guerrilla style where I do flyers, I've done business cards, I've done all that stuff. Everything that I can do that isn't going to cost me tons and tons of money because there's no money here. Well, at least with the dojo. So I've done all that stuff for years and years and years. The only time that I had a really decent sized group of people was when people could just come and go as they pleased and nobody paid anything to come up and train. And they were all just mainly younger, teenage, maybe early 20s type people who I don't want to say didn't take it seriously, but they weren't dedicated for sure. They weren't dedicated to the whole thing as a whole, the art, all that together. They weren't really dedicated. And so, yeah, I've tried, and I'm trying. So maybe that's my problem. I keep trying instead of doing. But I've come to the realization if it was going to happen, it would have already happened. I don't like have complete loss of like it'll never happen. I mean, realistically, it's never going to happen. I'm realistically looking at it realistically. I'm never going to have more than 3 or 4 people up here.
And that's honestly.
So. Well, and I don't have any problems with it. I mean, like I said, I've been doing this like forever. And 95 is when I officially opened up the dojo, and I never really did have a large group of people, and I don't mind that. I just want to have enough people up here that can keep it going. That's all I really care about is keep it going. So, and dedicated, and even though we have a small group, at least they're dedicated. So, if I had to choose between a small group of dedicated people and a whole bunch of people that really didn't care, I'd choose the dedicated people. So I get exactly what I want anyway. I'm getting what I want. So. Hello.
I brought you some beer.
Oh, well, I appreciate it.
And I brought you a straw.
Oh, cool. Yes. So do me a favor, you set this in the van?
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Want to stay cool?
Well, it's freaking freezing out there.
31.
Oh, it's freezing out there.
Actually, it's 32.
Regardless,
My car says 31.
regardless, it's at least as cold as a refrigerator. So, yeah, you should be able to do something. Coming back in.
I'm going out to.
Oh, okay, getting those race car things.
Yeah, they wanted $15 there.
Yeah, you better hurry up.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, I'm telling you, you better race. You better speed.
You see me? Oh, look at my mother over there going yesterday.
Oh, just to let you know, we are live. People can't hear you. I'm just just telling you, in case you want to, I don't care, I'm just telling you in case you want to speak some kind of secret stuff that no one should ever hear about. You got all that yesterday? Jeez, woman. That's a lot of stuff. It is. You need to buy a bigger house just for your collection. All right. The phrase is going to be okay, and I Michelle might go. Mike, yeah, it should be all right. I'll figure her on my back and just like that.
You take one side and I'll take
There
the
you
other.
go. There you go. All right. Well, you have fun going out there and getting those things. All right. You remember which ones you need, right?
Take pictures of my cat.
The two that weren't the
Oh,
house.
kid.
The two that weren't the house.
I'm still just saying.
I know.
The picture.
I appreciate it. I'll eat that on the way home, kind of, sort of.
Right, sounds well.
Okay, well, I think all this. All right, thanks. Bye. She's addicted to Coke. One of these days, she'll get that bottle stuck up her nose. She has a collection. What?
And just for the record, your van's hot inside.
Okay, well, I think we'll be all right.
They might find us out.
Well, I think we're good. Yeah, go ahead, you can get on, yeah. Yeah, she's got the largest Coke collection I've ever seen in my life. It's ridiculous. It's like, she needs another house. She needs another house, just for the collection. And I just encourage her to buy stuff constantly. You know, I keep telling her, you don't have that, you need that. You better buy that. All right, let's make sure we get this camera set up. All right, this camera's good. This camera's good. All right. We'll start that camera. That camera's, this one's still going? I hope so. Last week, it ran and ran and ran, but it didn't record anything past like 2.5 minutes. I don't know what it was. All right, are we ready? All right, ready? Ready? Footwork, rolls and falls, that's your leisure. A little more sliding when you go forward. A little more with the front foot. So if you take your back foot, instead of here and then stopping like that, I want you to do it like this. I want you to slide and lean a little bit and then lean back. There you go. So just take your time and scoot. Don't step. I want to hear this. Listen, I want to hear this. Boom. Boom. Hey, you're fine. Oh, no. You don't need to get like that. You're okay. I'm just trying to get you to advance a little bit. There you go. There you go. See? See? There it is. There you go. See? It's not hard. You're good. Huh? I couldn't hear you. You're fine. Every time something little new happens, you freak out. If it's gonna freak you out, you can do it the old way. Okay? Just breathe. You're fine. There you go. There you go. See? There's nothing wrong. What you're doing right there is good. Really good. Boom, boom, boom. Just trying to get you to advance a little bit. Each few weeks, we're trying to give you something a little bit different to work on. So it helps you advance completely. Huh? There's a lot of lag on that one. I don't even know if it's coming out right. Yeah. Good.
There's a bazillion ones.
A gazillion.
Bazillion.
Wow. Watch it in your knees.
Have you ever tried picking up one of those water bottles or ones?
Have I ever what?
Picked up one of those 5-gallon jugs?
What? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, very heavy. Very heavy. I wouldn't mind having a couple of them. What's wrong now?
No.
You're fine. You're absolutely fine. Nothing wrong. You're doing fine.
I know exactly what it is.
Is he tired?
Yeah.
Tired. I'll beat the tiredness out of you. How's that? No? Okay.
You missed last time. I'm here, so you gotta do your best so I can see it, okay?
Getting it. Getting there. Getting there. Oh, okay, so here. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Laugh at it.
You're fine. So when you come down, so think about creating this circle with your fingers to your toes. Make this imaginary circle, like right on the tips of your toes. There you go. Make a circle. There you go. Try to keep this leg back a little bit. Lean forward, and then just roll. Up. Okay. You're fine. All right. You're freaking out. All right, you ready? All right. So let's work on the Z line. All right, scoot back just a tad bit so I don't land off the mat. There we go.
Going right out the window.
There, yeah, throw me right out the window. All right, scoot back here. Here we go. They get a nice Nikio type Z lock, and then boom. Good. Good. Second one, regrip, Remy Tincon. Under, turn, and Remy Tincon. Oh no! You're fine. Here, grab me God today. There we go. So we turn, boom, boom. Here we lift up, we go under, we tie it in, and then we throw away. Yep, hold on. I need you to rim me out. Rim me with this outside leg. Step in. 45-degree angle this way. Okay, step. There, that's better. There we go. You're in. step, and I want you to actually step in. There you go. There we go. Don't have to think on so far away, but that's better. Good. All right, this side grip, got to take. Okay, so turn, bring you in, bam, turn, and throw you away. Just like that, all right? Do the kayaking version of it. Do the same thing. Go ahead, the Remy Tinkan. Okay, under, turn, there. Now, instead of throwing me here, I want you to ushuro back and draw my arm. There you go, boom. Boom, boom, and then stick your hand here, and then just push me away. Boom, just like that. Have we worked on that? You don't know? You think so? Okay. Try it one more time on this side. Hear me? Think on. Boom, boom. Sit right there. We go. Boom, there, and then push with this. There we go. Just like that. Okay? Grip. Got the tech. Boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Wow. Just like that. Other side. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. And wow. There you go. Okay? Good. All right. All right. So do you want to start with Ikkyos and work down? Or do you want to start with Yankyos and work up? Is it too tough? Want me to make the decision? Start with Ikkyos? All right, sounds good to me. That's what I was going to say anyway. Ikkyo, what is this one? It's Yankyo. There's Ikkyo. There you go. What's that one called? Ikkyo Sono Ichi. Good, good. Good. All right, Ikkyo Sono Ichi. Katate Dori. Ikkyo Sono Ichi. So neat. Good. 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 That's it. There we go. Ikkyo Sono San. Nope. Regrip. Ushuro. Nope. Other leg. Nope. Draw back. Ushuro. Draw me in. There you go. Boom. Boom, boom. There you go. Huh? You're fine. So when you grab, there you go. So just re-grip. Boom. You okay? I can't understand you.
You can't move fast enough.
Huh? You can't move fast enough? Moving fast enough's got nothing to do with it. You can move super slow. Watch, let me show you. Hold on. Go ahead and grip. No. Okay, calm down.
In fact, all those times that you had to, you were always one person that helped demonstrate all the other kids. You got this. Take your time.
All right, let's see the fourth one. You ready for the fourth one? Okay. Good. There you go. Yes. Good. There we go. Good. Drop deck. Boom. Come in. Grip. Under. Tighten. Strike. Eat. Boom. Man. Boom. Boom. Snap. All right. You want to try the fifth one? We'll try the fifth one. All right. You gonna be good with it? All right. Here we go. Good. There you go. Good. There you go. Good. All right. Now you'll try it. Now remember, I don't want you to just stiff it up and fall. I need you to, so boom, boom. I come across. I block you here, and then you roll. Good. There you go. Nikio, okay? Nikio Sonoich. Good. There we go. There we go. All right, ready? Boom, 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 man. Smack. All right, Nikio Sononi. Good, good. Boom. Boom. Nikio Sono-san. That thumb, make sure that thumb sits. There you go. Yes. Good. Good, good. Good. Good, good, good. 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 Sankyo. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Good. Okay, that's pro. Footwork, dude. Like it. Okay. Good. So either step forward and Tenkan with the back leg. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Or just Tenkan with that, with this close leg here. There you go. Take it back. There you go. Boom. Good, good, good. What you don't want to do is when you get somebody locked up, you have them locked up here, what you don't want to do is that. Don't mind. You're fine. You're fine. You're tired. Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to be done with class? It's up to you. It's entirely up to you. You seem to be having a rough day.
Yeah. That is not fun.
You want to
Vision chest and all that.
just bow out? Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're gonna bow out early. Come on, move out. You can do that. Move out. Okay. Ready? Ready? Fantastic. All right. Let's see how next week is, okay? All right. You'll be all right.
Whenever he does not have enough.
Yeah.
And he's mad at us.
Okay. I get emotional all the time myself. All right. So about 45 minutes, adults class will start.
Is there anybody on there?
Huh?
Is there anybody on
Just Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Lily said hi. I figured, I'll start doing this. I still record, but this way the whole thing just goes.
He wants somebody else to cover.
She said hi.
Yours.
So what we'll do is, if Darius gets here early, we'll just start when Darius gets here. We'll do that.
Yeah, last weekend mom passed away.
Yeah, Michelle said she saw that. Yeah, and Darius said he knew about it.
I messaged her and I'm like, yeah, she's
Yeah.
not my right mind.
No, I get it. Yeah. Well, Michelle's having troubles because of her dad, and it's been 2 years, and I don't feel like, just sit up and drive on type thing, because it took me over 20 years to deal with my sister. How can I complain at someone that's missing a dad for 2? I don't have any, I have no leg to stand on when it comes to telling people they need to get over it, right? Because
My uncle was a really cool guy. He was always, there for family. And so when I first started dating her, he just goes, here, let's go for a ride. He got one of those rag top Jeeps and everything. We went out to cruising with my wife.
there you go.
It was like 3 little months.
Yeah.
He's the first person that was more than just, congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the family. I'll see you at home.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's good. It's good to have those type of family members. Yeah, we worked on. We actually got the stores out. Worked a little bit with using some Aikijitsu techniques into Aikido techniques, and then using the same technique with a Boken or a Shinai, and then we actually did the sword a little bit. So, yeah, I had planned, because before I knew you weren't going to be here last week, I spent like 2 days researching and deciding what I wanted to do last week. Usually I don't do that. Usually I'm just like, usually it's just like whatever happens, happens, and that's fine, because I got a scenario for everything. Whether or not it works for you or not, I got a scenario for everything. But, I tend to like natural progression of what we're doing to take over and create the class. That's just how I do things. But on occasion, I'd like to actually plan out things to do. And that just happened to be one of those weeks, as I said, I'm going to plan something out, and that's what we're going to do, right? So, and I said, well, everybody's interested in the sword. I want to still make sure the Aikido gets in there, but we still have to make sure it's Aikijitsu based, not just funky Aikido stuff.
Right.
So I said, I'm going to combine all three of those into a couple techniques, and that's what we're going to do. And then when I got here, and then later on, Michelle's like, well, Steve's not going to be there. He's got a family member that passed. And then and Darius was here, and Darius was like, yeah, he knew. So I said, well, this is what I got planned. So we're going to do it, because I spent 2 days, right, this is what we're doing.
That's all right. It was kind of, my mom and his girlfriend found him laying dead on his floor.
Yeah. Okay.
And so,
My dad went out like Elvis
On the toilet.
on the toilet. Yeah. It's hard to just stop.
he had stage 4 COPD and caught pneumonia.
Oh, yeah.
He's-
I tell you what, I can't remember. Yeah. I can't remember how long it has been, because I'm working with time. But it's been a few to a handful of years ago, I guess. But I caught pneumonia and I almost died. The doctor told me in a couple hours he probably wouldn't be able to do anything for me. I mean, it was bad.
Well, we took him, he went to the hospital. The hospital's like, he's
you're
fine.
Oh, geez.
Send him back home.
When I caught mine, I was unconscious for 3 days. And then Michelle finally freaked out and said, something's really wrong with you. We got to get you to the hospital. So,
That's the second time I feel like the hospital has killed his family.
okay.
But now his daughter, she lived in Florida. Her and her boyfriend are looking at fixing up the house.
He lived here? Oh, okay.
And they're looking at fixing up the house and
Moving there.
all the way from Florida.
Well, moving from Florida into Indiana isn't necessarily something I would suggest for people,
It's
unless they Florida.
they're right now they're paying like $1,900.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
On top of like $500-$600 in utility.
Yeah,
Versus coming up here and having a home that you're not paying anything.
that's
for.
true. That's true. So, I lived in Florida in the mid '80s. I went in '86 and lived until '88 there. And people were always saying how expensive Florida was and how much this was and how much that was. And I sat down one day and I actually okay, chicken cost, because with what I spent, because I had a very routine life.
Right.
So I had chicken breast one day, spaghetti the next day. Chicken breast, spaghetti. I did that for a year. That's all I had. Every other day I switched out, right? So I figured out, okay, chicken costs this amount here, but in Kokomo it costs this amount. Electricity costs this, and I did that with everything. I make this here. If I lived in Kokomo, I'd make this. Really, it's not that different. Honestly, it's really not that
It
different.
just seems different.
It seems different.
You're making more down there and you come
Yes.
here and things are cheaper.
Yes. It appears like, now there are some things in Florida you're going to pay more for than you do here, but there's a lot of things here you pay more for than you do down there.
Like fish.
Yes. Oh, I could get shrimp this big any day I wanted for almost nothing. Almost nothing. I could go down to the docks and get like fresh freaking seafood every day. It wouldn't cost me hardly anything. And if I had to get it here, it'd be ridiculous. You know, but yeah, it's comparable, honestly. And I think it's that way everywhere. I think if you really looked at it, it's kind of comparable, except for maybe crazy people in California. I don't really know. Those people are just out there.
Or Denmark was like California.
They can have it. As long as they take the people with them.
That's the day of my weight.
I can't wait for that fault line and that whole freaking state just floats out of the ocean. California technically wasn't even really part of North America originally anyway. It smashed when the plates were still moving and stuff. The part of West California actually smashed into the west coast of North America and became the west coast of North America. So it doesn't even belong here. I was doing some research today on the 10 most liberal, we'll say liberal, that's not the word I use, but since we're live, the 10 most liberal states in the United States. There's 3 of them. You got Oregon, California,
Sorry.
and there was one other one, and I can't remember what it was. That wasn't on the East Coast. All the rest of them are on the East Coast. So I figure if the East Coast falls off the map and the West Coast falls off the map, we'll have a pretty good country. That's just a personal view. Just a personal view.
Remember how I used to speak about
So anybody who listens to that and disagrees, you are more than welcome to disagree. Infinity. Pretty cool. I got an infinity on me. Look at that right there.
This is actually the faithful cancel.
Cool. Nunya beeswax. Oh, you got a Nunya beeswax out of that one.
None beeswax.
Yeah, out of your pockets. Look around. Give me a hug. That's fine. Boom, slam. WWE.
Talking about Sheila.
She-Ra, Princess of Power.
Yep.
So
The Princess of Power.
yesterday, Beckett is not even 3 years old yet, but he loves fighting with Papaw and swords and all that stuff. So I got him one of those plastic swords that like that and it extends movements like that. So we were goofing off with that, and I never really watched He-Man. I was too old past all that by the time He-Man came around. But he did that. He was going like this, and I said, "By the power of Great Skull." And he looked at me. He goes, "Great Skull," like that. And I said, "Oh, now I got it." So I got it on the internet and pulled up He-Man, the beginning of it, where he does all that. He was enthralled. I mean, enthralled. He got up there on the couch and he laid his little head down and he just sat there and just watching it. I said, "Oh, now I'm gonna have to download a bunch of He-Man, and if he likes that, he's gonna love Thundercats."
Oh yeah,
Thunder, yeah. So I'm now gonna have to find some Thundercats. But yeah, he really liked the He-Man thing. So he was running through the house with that sword. He'd go like this. He'd go, "Great Skull," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's my buddy." Actually, I think, the complete collection of She-Ra on DVD at the house, but it's in Chinese. So the library used to have a massive Chinese section to their stuff, but it kind of went away. It's probably not going to be Korean, but back when we had that large influx of Chinese that came here, they got a lot of material and they got a lot of movies and stuff like that in the library. Well, after that kind of died down, they started getting rid of it and they were just sticking it on to just take it. It's in Chinese. So
I don't know if Trump and all this, I don't know if Koreans are gonna come over here.
yeah, they may not. Yeah. Well, they're already here with the plant, that battery plant, and there's a very super expensive neighborhood being built right next to our apartment complex. I mean, like super expensive. And Beckett and I will go through there because they've got all that construction going on, and he's absolutely also enthralled with construction equipment, right? And he can tell you what they are too, but we go through there all the time, and everybody living in there, well, either Chinese or Korean, I can't really tell, but I think they're Chinese. But just like every one of them during the summertime had their garage doors open, and they're all in there playing ping pong. Every one of them. You just gotta, and there's like, I don't know, there's several dozen houses already built, and probably half of them or so are occupied right now. Everybody, you just didn't matter where you go, they're just sitting in there playing ping pong. You go down there, "Oh look, ping pong," and Beckett, "Ping pong." We go down there, "Oh look, ping pong."
This should be the movie Balls of Fury.
Balls of Fury.
With Christopher Walken.
I remember that, yeah. You gonna come back to class? No? Not into it? I don't blame you. I don't blame you a bit.
I think she's just so because I even just mentioned to her that I'm not the whole month of March. All of this.
Right. Oh well.
And she says, "Go for you." She I think it's she wasn't there for either one.
She is everything's going on. She decided to pay her You're not a birthday party, nobody usually does.
think next week I'll just do adults class live. I don't know if that played any part is maybe, I don't know.
You know,
Just,
probably
But I
Feeling
think
well,
the biggest,
tired.
the biggest part is he's dealing with a conference.
yeah,
Okay, so he's not getting very much rest. And then
Yeah.
on top of that, he slept at somebody else's house.
yeah, oh, yeah.
he needs to take his medicines.
He's not in here, is he?
No, he's
Oh,
out
that's
in the car sleeping. Taking a little cat nap.
Cat nap.
Basically, his sensories is
Overwhelmed, yes. Get a little.
Another thing, he's, I know when he was younger, now so I waited on him. He was a baby. He had very sensitive feet.
Oh,
He had to take martial arts.
oh, yeah,
Profit, trying to be sensitive.
yeah,
So, on top of him having all that and trying to have him drag his feet.
yeah, yeah,
Probably because he's like fits.
yeah. Well, if it bothers him like that, then,
He doesn't argue.
okay, yeah. Well, I tell you what, you find out if that's part of it. I always try to get people to scoot instead of step, because that's just the way we do it, but, I mean, if it's gonna be an issue, just like with, Tim. Tim couldn't scoot because of his feet, his was because of diabetes.
Owen struggled, Chayton struggles to communicate even with his schoolwork.
Yeah,
You know, if he starts crying, obviously we gotta try to break it down and figure out what's going on. Because he doesn't, we've been trying to put him in there, get as close as that.
yeah. Well, it takes a long time to deal with stuff, so.
Bernard starts crying. Well, just because he doesn't know if he's going to on.
I think you're full. Cocky.
Uh-oh.
That's it.
What color are your eyes?
Brown like his
Brown.
dad. He's full of it too.
You are.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah. He's like, no, it's true.
She's yeah, I don't think she's.
This was over a week ago. It's just alcohol.
She called it a day after.
Ah, there is a leak in there. Yeah. Hear it.
What are those things called?
Speed bags.
Speed bags?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is a leak. I was wondering why I pump it up and then the next day it'd be down.
What brand is that?
It is a Hunter. I've had a couple of them. I've even had dojos in my house for, off and on several times. At one point, I had that whole back room completely covered in wrestling mats, and everything. But there's not enough room to actually do anything in there with anybody. And when I had it in there, I didn't use it enough to make me feel like it was being useful. So,
Well, right now, I don't think he's even doing boxing classes.
no, I don't.
I think he stopped that. Probably because, I don't think there wasn't enough want for it.
Yeah. Well, when I first got here, that was back when Adam was still here too. When I first got here, he was teaching kung fu classes. It's about like my classes. He get 3 or 4 people, a couple of them serious, and this, that, and the other. And when his instructor passed away, there were some issues. Well, Ron had trained with him and then left. Other people started training with him, and then technically they became higher status or rank or whatever, because Ron had left, and then Ron came back, and then he started this place up and was teaching and stuff like that. Well, Ron's teacher had this, and there's nothing wrong with it. I like the way but the way he would teach is he wouldn't teach the same thing to everybody the same way. Like he would teach me this, and then he would teach Steve the same thing but different, right? So if Steve and I ever got together, I'd do it one way, Steve would do it a different way.
You guys would be marrying yourself.
And it would both be from the same guy, right? So that's what happened with Ron and those guys. Ron learned it one way. Kung Fu Kurt learned it a different way.
So they're butt heads.
There was some headbutting going on. There was a little bit. From my point of view, there was some headbutting going on. Now, I told Ron, I said, well, one, you know more about it than they do. I don't care what rank, you still know more. Plus, this is your place. You should be in charge. And he left the way, oh no, he's the guy. And then I said, well, you do it how you want. But the guy who ended up officially taking over, I think his name was Michael. He didn't remember anything. And he was in charge of the system, like overall in charge of the system. And he couldn't remember anything. He was coming up here and having Ron and Kung Fu Kurt refresh everything for him. But he was still in charge. I'm like, oh, Ron, you're in charge, dude. You know more than they do, and it's your gym. But it wasn't really a financial success or anything. So I think that played a huge part in it. It just wasn't really
I
financially.
think right now, financial success in his business is probably the weightlifting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it is such a massive class.
Yeah.
Like, he has 3 deadlift bars back there. It's
Yeah.
crowded, and there's like a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's like a total of 17.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, heck, if I could have.
I just showed up
Yeah.
the other night.
Yeah. If I could get 17 people on this mat. We couldn't even have a class with 17 people. There's not enough space on the mat. I'd have to be like, oh. Now, when I first got here, this whole place was matted. The whole place was. Both sides and everything.
What, with the black?
Well, actually, that part that was a black was actually a stage. Yeah.
That was new here.
So
And this used to be a church.
it used to be a church. Yeah. But I got here, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. And Adam was still here. Technically, Adam was running the place. He was the one that actually had the place before Ron was here. And he was running a MMA class and martial arts in general, but he got into the, can't remember it's like the SCA, but you can't say that because it's demeaning to their system or whatever. But it's like that though. I think they call themselves the Shield and Sword or something like that. But it's LARPing.
Yeah.
It's that. And he did that a lot, but he couldn't afford to maintain everything because he wasn't making any money. So he wanted a partner, and that's when Ron came in. Well, he wanted Ron to fix it like a business, so Ron did. And that caused conflict, and so Adam ended up leaving. So, but he wanted Ron to do that. I mean, that was his, he said, I need someone to help me make this a business. And then when Ron did, it didn't really coincide with what he wanted to do. So that was that. I wasn't even allowed to teach anything but Aikido when I first got here. I mean, I was as a matter of fact, Adam didn't even want me here in the first place. He didn't want me here in the first place. He didn't want anyone else up here teaching martial arts at all. But I promised I would stick strictly to Aikido and wouldn't do MMA or anything else because that's what he was doing. And I stuck to that until Adam left. And then Ron said, you can do whatever you want. I said, okay. About 10 minutes. 10 minutes, we'll get started with the dogs class. I've been in 3 or 4 different dojos around here. Still never made any real success of it. I mean, as far as business-wise goes.
How many people have you graduated to the class?
2, 3. 3.
3 or 4?
3.
Tim?
Tim, Steve, and Darius.
Oh, wow.
Now, I do have honorary black belts. I have 3 of those. My brother. So in 1995, when I started the Zenshin Academy dojo, Who?
Yeah. One guy, as soon as he got the black belt, he left.
Oh, Abner. Yeah, he's one of the 3. Yeah.
Tim was honorary.
Yeah, Tim was the honorary black belt. He got his posthumously. I promoted him to black belt after he passed away.
That's a fancy word that I don't know.
Wow.
What does it mean?
What?
Caution.
Oh, after death. Yeah. He had the dedication and the will and the desire. Just physically, he would have never been able to accomplish black belt, just technique wise. But that didn't bother him. He didn't care. But when he passed away, because he was a blue belt, he got his blue belt. The criteria for blue belt back then was different than it is now, but he had a blue belt, and then when he passed away, I promoted him to black belt. So that one. And my brother in '95, when I started the dojo in the first place, I wanted him to join me and teach things that I wasn't interested in, like karate point stuff and all that. I wanted him to teach that stuff, and he would run those classes, and I would run what I wanted to run. And so I promoted him so that he could do that. And then Michelle, of course, I promoted Michelle. But she knows what. Again, Michelle's an interesting because
She's a kick-ass person.
she is a kick-ass person. You won't see her come out on the mat and do it, But I guarantee you, she could sit there and tell you how to do it and what you're not doing and what you could be doing to make it better. And all that. She can do all that. She just isn't going to physically, you're not going to see her physically out on the mat doing it. But she can still teach it. So, yeah. But that's it. As a matter of fact, I didn't even use belts, like officially really use belts until I came here. I didn't like them, couldn't stand them. Refused to put a belt system in the system. I refused. I had a lot of people like, oh, you need to do this. And business-wise, you do. As a business, you do. But that's one reason why I don't, it's not really a business for me, because I don't, if I don't like doing something, I don't care if it's business good or not, I'm not going to do it. But I didn't even want to use belts at all. I refused to have them. And then when I came up here, and I started getting a little bit going with it, I said, well, okay. And everyone's like, you need to do it, you need to do it. I said, okay, fine, I'll do it. So, yeah, I didn't even start using the belt system until about 5 or 6 years ago.
I think it works with the kids.
Well, kid-wise, yes.
It's like a sports.
Yeah, but here's another thing. I refused to teach kids up until I came here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't teach kids classes. Because I didn't teach Aikido. I taught demeanor stuff.
Wow.
And I wasn't going to teach kids that. First of all, it's difficult to teach a kid how to beat somebody up. And yeah, because, yeah, it was just meaner and everything. So I wouldn't teach kids, and I didn't use the belt system. But it was more combat oriented, especially in the early days. It was 100% combat oriented. If it didn't terrorize, destroy your body, I wouldn't teach it.
Oh,
So.
check his elbow out.
It's not. Oh,
It's squishy.
it's good. But it's like a water.
Feel it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's okay.
You should, okay.
No, I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be okay. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happened because of being here. I started teaching kids classes, and I put a belt system in at the dojo. So, yeah.
It does feel kind of like it's got fluid.
It's wild.
It does feel fluid.
Oh yeah. Yes. And then when I got up here, Abner was the first person that appeared to be serious about it, serious enough to dedicate like several years. So he was actually the first person that I officially promoted, other than my brother Michelle. I mean, technically got black belts through the system honorarily, but not because of skill-wise as far as doing it. So, and I was using Tony, but Tony's got a black belt. He's got a couple of black belts in other systems. And yeah, he got promoted to black belt in Pylon Kung Fu and never did Pylon Kung Fu. He went to the school and he trained with them, but he's got real good skill when it comes to the kicks and the flashy points, tag you're in, and all that. Fantastic, right? And so he would go up to the Pylon Kung Fu school and train, and he didn't like going in there with a white belt on because he didn't like the way people treated him. So he walked in, and everyone treated him completely different at that point. They treated him like he was a black belt, and he liked it. So he never went back, and the owner of the gym walked in there one day, and somebody had said something about how do you go from white belt to black belt, or this, that, or something to that effect. And the owner of the gym walked in and said, he's a black belt. I said, so treat him like it. And everybody did. Everybody did. So
I've heard both mine.
I love hearing stories.
You love hearing stories? I got tons of them. I've been around martial arts since I was 12. I got a bunch of them. Some of them I probably shouldn't say on live YouTube either. I got a lot of stories about all kinds of people. All right. Great. Good. Great. Footwork, rolls and falls, at your leisure. Hopefully Darius will show up in a few minutes. If not, it'll be just bingo bango. Get to do my routine.
You got confused.
I got confused. I got chatty and forgot. I watched a very prominent black belt go from, I think it was 7th to 8th, or it was 6th to 7th, I can't remember, running around a tournament trying to collect money from everybody so he can pay his instructor to sign a piece of paper that says he's either a 7th or 8th today. I can't remember which one it was. That's how he got his 7th or 8th degree black belt. You know how I got my 4th degree black belt in Kijutsu Kai Aikido? I probably shouldn't say it, but I'm going to. In Aikido, and one of the other guys that I trained with, it was several years behind me at the time, stuck around with my old instructor when I left. And he stuck around. So one guy just kept getting promoted. And, I mean, he went from like 1st degree to 5th degree in like a year or two. It was crazy. But he was getting benefits. So he took over the system, supposedly. And then there was a couple other people that were, I didn't know when they got the 1st degree. I know it wasn't anywhere near when I got mine. But I left because I wasn't dealing with the turmoil that was going on. And apparently these guys stayed. Well, they got him to keep promoting him, and he ended up being a 4th degree black belt, and I was still like 1st or 2nd. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, you know what? I don't need it. I don't feel like I have to have it. But it would be kind of nice. So I went to my old instructor. I said, hey, I hear so-and-so is like 4th degree black belt now. I said, any chance you promote me? And he's like, yeah. And this was, at this time, I was like 3rd degree at this time, and I was wanting to get promoted to 4th. He goes, well, I guess I could do it. I could come to your dojo, and we could do the examination on this day or whatever this time. I said, okay. So, were you here then? You weren't here. Okay. Several of my students decided they wanted to watch and everything. So I'm okay, cool. Come on. He's going to be here at X time, and I don't know how long it'll take, but blah, blah, blah. Well, we're all here. Hour goes by after the time. He's still not here. Go by. He's still not here. Everybody's getting ready to leave, and then all of a sudden he walks into the door. He walks in. He goes. He pulls out a certificate, signs it, and he goes 4th degree. That was my 4th degree black belt there. He just promoted me. Yeah.
It was probably a testament to your dedication.
Well, dedicated.
Stuck here an hour without me being there.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Well, yeah. So I don't know. I have not decided or chosen to go pestering for my 5th degree, and I don't know. He and I don't get along. He and I don't really get along. which I was kind of shocked that he promoted me anyways, but we don't really get along too well, you know, so I don't know.
Anybody else out there that do about 50?
No, I don't, you know, I'll be honest, being promoted by, all a promotion is, all a belt is somebody else's opinion of your ability in a particular thing, right?
Like that 5-star for sure.
Yeah, so like I promoted Steve the first degree black belt in Zenshin Jiu-Jitsu, right? Well, he could go across the street to another dojo, and that doesn't technically really, that doesn't mean anything, right? Maybe they studied something completely different. So it really doesn't mean anything. It only means something to him and to me is really all it really has any meaning. So I don't really need to go to somebody else and,
Gotcha.
you know,
That's the way I felt about my taekwondo.
Yeah,
I was
well,
like,
to be totally honest, if I were to go to somebody else and have them promote me, that's saying my opinion of your ability or your skill, my opinion of what you think of me is important. That's basically what it is, right? So if I were to go to my old instructor and say, hey, can you promote me to 5th degree black belt? Then what I'm saying, in my point of view, is, hey, dude, what you think of me as a martial artist is important to me, and I want to make sure that I feel
So
acknowledged.
asking somebody else is like disrespect.
No, it's just, it doesn't mean anything to me. Yeah, like if Steve was, you're a black belt in Taekwondo, right? Yeah. Well, I shouldn't use you as an example. We'll use my old instructor because it fits. So my old instructor, just say he's got a martial arts style that I haven't trained in. I don't know, for some reason, I feel like I need another black belt in something or whatever, right? So if I go to him and say, hey, I think that your opinion of me is important. Well, I'll be honest, his opinion of me doesn't matter. I could care less what he thinks of me. I could care less whether he thinks I'm a good martial artist, I'm a good fighter, any of that. I don't really care. So me going to him and say, hey, can you promote me to 5th degree black belt? It's like saying, it's important to me that you think I'm a good martial artist, but it's not important to me. So I don't know. That's just, it's my weird, and again, that's another reason why I didn't use belts for so many years, was because my opinion or the opinions of others don't matter to me when it comes to my abilities. Maybe.
That is a life struggle of mine.
Yeah, well, maybe I have an over sense of what I feel I can and can't do, maybe. But to be totally honest, the only person that truly matters of what thinks about me is myself. I'm the only one that really matters when it comes to how do I think about myself, right? Now, of course, my wife, my kids, and my grandkids are important, but truly, it's how I feel about myself is the most important. So, and it doesn't matter if I have a black belt, a 1st degree black belt, a 20th degree black belt, or 15 black belts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If I need to actually physically use it, and I can't, they don't mean a thing. And I don't need a black belt to defend myself, even if I don't have a black belt. If I can still fight, I'm fine. So, oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know. It's just my weird attitude about things. Boom. Yeah, I was very resistant to even do belts because of stuff like that. Woo! Ah. ballerina moves. All right, let's see.
We're gonna throw each other around.
Do what now?
After we get done throwing each
Trying to remember what we were doing, honestly, last week. Something about Tahiti. All right, so Tahiti Sun Reach. We're here. Okay. So with the basic Aikido version of it, re-grip, little turn in, of course, here for the poke. Step in, kayaking, and then we just lock them up here. We can, with the little jitsu, we're here, and I'm here. So now I just lock this up, a barai, and then there's the throw. Boom, boom, yeah. And then there, and then a little barai
behind it.
right in front. And then the throw like a E. There you go. It's kind of like a hiji that's from an Ikkyo Sonogo. So I come in, I snap it here, and that's when I step in, just like that. So with the Aiki version, we step in and I stay outside. I turn and I just lock it up. Because technically we can't jack with the feet, but because now we're actually really doing it. I just step in here, and then there's that barai lock, and there's that lock, and then from there, I can either just keep it here, or I can throw it back and cause the throw with the barai. I don't know why I'm doing that. Boom, yeah, boom, yes. Boom, yes.
Yeah, it's almost kind of like the
Yeah, well, yeah, it's other than the positioning of the arms, boom there, yes, and then wham, just like that. So boom, boom, I'm here, I'm just sitting here like this. Now, of course, there's a koshi and all that stuff involved. If you want to tinkan a little bit, there's a tinkan here, you can throw them that way. Add a tinkan a little bit. If you want, boom, boom, and then the tinkan, yes. Yes. Oh, yeah, you ripped it, yeah. The arm would be very nice.
You're right here. That's
Yes. It very, yeah. There's a, yes.
It's almost the same. Right?
Yes, there's a Seo and a little bit of a Shiho here. So if I'm here, I got the Seo here. But if you bend this down, yep, and then there's the Shiho right there. So because I'm hyperextending it, you're going to want to pull the elbow down like this, and then from that I just roll it, go right into a Shiho, and drop it from there. And then boom, yes. Especially if I decide to, so you lock it up, and you got it tight, so I pull this out and bend it right there, and I just give you the Shiho. Yes. Let's see here. We were also turning that into, I can't remember. I'll be honest, I don't remember. I know we were doing Kote Gyash as well. Hold on, let me look at my notes. I'm trying to remember exactly how we did it. and I'm not going to remember. All right. So, so from either an extended grip like this or from the punch, we were here, like this here. I can't remember. Turn here and hit the Kote Yash. Maybe, oh, no. Maybe if Gary shows up, he can tell us. So I have to review the video to see what we did. But I want to work on the 3 count real quick here. Maybe that'll help. Boom, 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 boom. There. Boom, boom, boom. And I'll go to the outside.
Yeah, I missed that one.
So that's fine. So from transitioning from that, so when I go to the 3 count, I'm 1, 2, and 3 here, right? So one thing that we can work on, let's toss on that side. So 1, 2, I'm here, and then the punch, right? But I can also work a bag here, right? So I want to throw that in there. 1, 2, and then 3 here, because we're gonna transition over and hit the heat. A week or 2 ago, wasn't you? So it was last week we did that. That was one thing. So we go 1, 2, and then we hit this A-bad here, and then it rolls on top, and then that's when we drew into Hiji and took it down that way. So there, then boom there, yeah, boom, yes, yes. So as soon as that 1, 2, and as soon as this hand here come down and get it here, there's a strike right there on the elbow, boom, right there. And then I can roll this up, slide it in, boom. Now, when I roll this up, I want to make sure I keep contact like this here, because this here can turn, if you were karate-like, you can turn it into a back fist, right? Right. Or I can just punch and go straight in this way. Again, if I get over too zealous or you move and my arm slips, now I have to eat. So that way we can work any 3 of those. I'd say practice each one of them. You're going to come up with your own boom, 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 just like that. There's the 1, 2, 3, down, punch. And then one more. 1, 2, 3, back fist. Back fists are fine when you're doing karate tournaments and you want to point. They don't really do too much when someone tries to back fist you in the face when you're out in the street, because there's really not a lot of power with that. I mean, it might cut your skin, it might cause a little bit, but back fist is not a punch that I would really say, oh yeah, give him a back fist in the street fight, that'll work. Yeah, so, but we're still gonna work it. Boom, and then the heat gas there. Back fist. Boom, and straight in punch. Yeah. Yeah. So when you strike, I'm like boom, boom, and the punch here, we get here, I lock it up here. I can just here and bam, straight in. This also allows us to go to the inside, which is the transition that I don't remember if we did it, but it was a transition I was wanting to work last week. On to the outside, I'm like this, but I want to go to the inside, I want to go to the other side of the body, whatever reasoning I choose. But make sure that this ton is here and we're here like this. So this here just rolls here while this one rolls up here just in case of that one, right? So here's a nice 1, 2, 3. We transition into a punch. We transition into a stop hit. Or we transition into an elbow. Yeah. Or whatever else you want. Yes, absolutely.
Sorry.
No, absolutely. Yeah, so when the punch comes in, boom, boom, I'm here. Because I'll take my elbow and I'll strike right there. Is that I'll strike right here, right? Just bam, hit that. And then I can transition over here. On the foot, there's a nice little stop hit, right? So now, and there's the arimi right there. Yeah. Showman. Yeah. Anything in there. Anything in there. Yes. Because if you're going to the inside, you got to expect that possibly will be coming. I know we don't. Boom, yes. Smack. I know we don't throw that other one very often, but boom, boom. Okay, bam, I'm smack that. I come in here, boom. I can even wait for that one to come. Boom, right there. All right, because if I encourage it, so when you strike, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. If I encourage this movement, that punch might come anyway. And I just know it's there, so I'm waiting for it anyways. Boom, boom. Oh, bam. So let's throw that other punch afterwards. Boom, and you throw that boom, and there it is. There you go. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Want that? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. This one comes in. If that one comes in, I would tend to want to take it off this way and take it off that way. You can't catch it on the inside if it's not a super hook. I mean, you might be able to. Now, if my hand got stuck in here like this and it was coming in, go ahead and bring it in. I'm just going to A-bat it in, boom, and then there's the heat, right? So when you punch, I don't like being on the inside very often anyways, but I definitely don't like trying to take a hook and stop it here with the stop hit. It could happen, but I'm not really fond of it. But if you do get that stop hit here and that hook comes in, you can let that come in and just guide it with an A-bad. There's Rokio right there. So you boom, boom, roll that in, that comes in. You can stop, hit it in, and there you go this way. Oh, there you go. Yeah, boom. Yes. 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 Boom. And then boom, boom, stop it. And then there you go. Yes. 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 So as soon as the one hit goes, one bomb. Boom. That one comes in. If you stop it and catch that, you can just roll it with whatever technique they give you, basically, is what it is. You might be able to move your hand like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and what you guys completely weaved in and then in the bend there. Yeah, you might be able to get that out. You might be able to roll that like that. You know, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Up there. As long as footwork was involved,
Right.
yeah, I think that would flow pretty good too. 1, 2, 3. Bring that in. If you wanted to, like a ton, you could bring that ton in here and try to keep it from here. So then boom, you got the Ichi from this side. Or you can move into Shiho or whatever. If you could keep this here, right? And you get, of course, now you got to worry about turning yourself too much for this one. But if I'm here, I'm probably going to go here and take a nice little Shiho.
Especially if you try to resist.
Yes. There you go. Yes. Yes. I always find that not trying to do too much will allow you to do way more than you need. It's good up here when we're training to come up with like a string of things that we've done, and we practice them in that string. Although realistically, we probably won't get past the first or second thing that we do, right? So that's what training is learning to do stuff that we'll never have to do because we're too awesome. Boom, here. So we got here. Now, from here, if I'm still like this, you know, I don't even need to mess with this side if I don't want to. If I'm still here like this, I can just bring this boom here and boom, right like that. Boom. If this one is still here,
So right there.
then you can just move out. You can move
It's like
out.
me a hook myself
Yes.
as a punch and then just keep on.
Not well.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So bam, 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 bam. Boom. Hit that stop hit just like that. I can turn it up. Right there's a nice little. Yep. You all right? Nishi. And from here, I can go down, keys off.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, not let go, but that would break your shoulder and possibly your elbow. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. There it is. There you go. Oh. And then, yes, yes. Once you get that super mean Shiho locked up,
Yeah.
all right, boom, yeah, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, stop, hit that. I can right there, just roll that in here and get this mean Shiho. I could step back and Oshuro do it, or I could do time. Yes. And there you go. Yes. Fantastic. Yes. Good. Let's go back to the Kote thing. So with the punch. Hello. Do you need in?
I
Okay.
need it.
You need in there?
Yeah. spot.
Okay.
Probably.
Walk around. Hey, wait. Don't worry about it. Can you let me in, Ashley?
Yeah. Let's
Really sure walk around.
We want to come around.
He's coming around. All right. So one thing I don't want to get in the habit of is this, because that's not going to happen in a real life situation. So if you punch and pull back decently, just punch and pull back like decently. Yes, right. Good again. I'm not grabbing that, even two-handed. I'm not grabbing that, right? At best, go ahead. I'll get that, right? So what I need to do is focus more on the point that doesn't move. Now, this hand can still, so punch and pull back. That can be my pat, right? Whether or not it touches or whatever, it doesn't matter. This is going to distract that hand, and I'm going to use my movement and my footwork, all three get right here, right? Now, whether I physically touch, so go ahead, boom, boom, and I miss it, right? That doesn't really matter. That's not really a point. As well as with this hand, I go here. So if I use my cover and you punch and pull back, and I'm here, go ahead and pull back, punch and pull back. Boom, I'm here. I never touched you, but I don't need to. I just need to make sure I'm secure. As long as you don't hit me, I don't care whether I touch you or not, right? I would like to cause damage. That doesn't mean I have to. The key is getting a hold of the shoulder, because whether you punch and leave it out there, right there, then I can boom, 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 and I can punch you all day, right? Or punch and pull back. Now I've got nothing to play with here. But the shoulder doesn't really go anywhere. So when I deflect the front one and you go back, what I really need to do is touch the shoulder. That's where I'm aiming, at the shoulder. Because whether you're straight out here, go ahead and boom, I can just follow it down here, or whether you punch out and pull back, I can just follow it right there and I'm still there. As a matter of fact, it's a shorter distance, you can pull back. So I'm hoping you do pull back. So it doesn't matter whether this first one, as long as I'm not hit, right here, it doesn't matter what that happens as long as I'm not hit. It's touching the shoulder. And then I go straight to the down wrist, however, I can go straight across if I can do it. And I get the kote gash, which then I can just come in and turn and down again. So what we're going to practice is first throwing the punch out and leaving it there so we can work on the technique. So go ahead and throw the punch and leave it there. And from here, I'm going to do my pat, my strike here like this. And then I'm going to go down and touch the elbow, or I'm sorry, the wrist with this hand and the shoulder here. Just like that. That's all I'm going to do. So other side. So I'm going to go boom, boom. And this is going to turn to cup. If you want to grab, you can. I don't like grabbing. I like hooking and then come up to the shoulder. Just like that. That's really all we're going to need to do right now. Boom. That's there. And then, yeah. Don't just reach out. I want you to slide into where I don't want you to come from over here and touch the shoulder like that when you punch. I'm here. I'm here. I want it to shoot down like a punching hook and get to the shoulder. That way, there's no coming around here and trying to touch it and trying to chase it. It just goes straight up the arm and it gets to the shoulder. Yes. Good, good, good. So when I punch and pull back, there, and then you just go, you can go the long way down my arm and up and get a hold of it. Or you can just go straight across from here and go right to it. Yes. All right, so when you punch and pull back, boom, I'm here, and then there, I got the gash. And again, if I want to do the quickest way, I'm just going to step across your body here, which keeps you from punching me here, by the way you move. And then I'm just turning the kote gash here. If I want to do a more Tincon version of it, once I have this, I turn you this away and then let you throw yourself with that kote. Because once I turn you, so without actually holding on as a kote here, just holding on to the wrist. Once I turn you like this, and then I stop your wrist here, but your body still wants to move another foot or so, that's going to break your own wrist. And I didn't have anything to do with it. I just happened to be standing here with a hat. So, boom, boom, go up to the boom there, and there you go, there. And then you can go straight in, there you go, and hit that way, or you can do the Tincon. Boom. There you go. Oh, there you go. Yes. So what happens is, go ahead and get a hold of it. So when you have this here, right, and you Tincon me around, I come this way, you stop the hand here, but I'm still moving, right? So I'm going to break my own wrist and possibly dislocate my own elbow just because you stopped my arm, my lower arm, before the rest of my body. So when I'm here, like this here, you can feel how tight that kind of gets. Now, if I was intent on it, that snap, and that would happen, and then you'd be crying, you'd blame me for a broken arm, and I'd be like, I just held your hand right here, you did all the movement. Boom, boom, and then here, and then, yeah, oh, you can do that, but you also have to consider this. If you're working that kote gyash, so if I do this, I can stop you before you break your own wrist. I could actually stop your movement. The one thing I don't want to do is stop your movement. So I'm bringing you over here. I'm letting you break your own wrist. If I stop you, then hello. Boom, and then boom, 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 boom. There, bam. And then my wrist goes snap, and my elbow probably does as well. Now you can stop me, do something else, but you might save my arm from breaking. Now I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I don't want a broken arm, but it's up to you. How to stop that movement. Now you don't go so far, fall down, or to break something. As if when you punch, boom, boom, here, boom, I'm here. If I do this, see, I don't stop your motion. Now you break your own wrist. It's just funner for me to do it that way. It's up to you. If you want to put more work into breaking it.
Well, it's not so much I was trying to stop the motion. It's
The leg, yeah.
And then I'm pulling and trying to do it right as.
That's true. That's true. You can do that.
Kind of tripping as
Yes.
you're going down.
That could possibly happen. That could possibly
The
actually happen.
muscles kind of
Yeah.
scoop up.
Yeah, that could happen. That could actually happen. There's nothing. I don't know.
I don't
Boom,
know.
boom.
I was just
Boom, boom, boom.
right here. I
So-
scooped it
So
up.
from here, if I have it here like this, and I start with the leg thing, then I'm just going to lock you up here and just knock you down right there, and forego trying to do the kote gyash because I've already made contact with your legs here,
Right.
and whether I'm kicking you or whatever, but I'm definitely going to stop you from moving forward quite so much. And the moving forward is what's going to break your arm. Boom, and then you go boom, 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 and there you go. Yes, yes. By the time I get around here, I've already broken my own wrist. And I will tell you this much: from when we used to train at Mean, we weren't really kind to people. We injured each other many times because of stuff like this. That's why I don't do it now, because it just injures people. It doesn't really teach anything. I mean, I can teach you to do this or not to do that by explaining what will happen, because I've gone through it, and I don't think you need to just to learn. I mean, if you wanted to experience it, I guess we could, but I don't think you want to experience it. We used to hurt each other. I mean, on purpose hurt each other, just because we were interested in finding out how things work. Realistic. I don't do that anymore because, one, I'm a little whiter than I used to be. So, another thing, this catching issue. This is okay. This right here is like a catch. I'm not grabbing it. That isn't going to happen. Because if you punch and pull back, don't touch what. So I'm never going to do that, right? Now, if you're going to dead square hit me in the face, I can pat that. I also want to use footwork, head movement, all that. I don't probably say that enough, but we use footwork, head movement, and all that. And I'm just patting that, just to get it out of the way. And then I can do my other things here. There's a ton right here. Again, this is nice on the elbow. If I'm going to lock it up, a lot of times I'll come down more towards the wrist or even the forearm. I'll do it on the forearm. It's not a block. I'm not sitting here and going crunch. I'm not blocking it. I'm simply just guiding it with a little bit of movement and redirection to make it go somewhere that you didn't intend on it to go. Now from here, there's my kotekiashi, boom, right there. So if I get a hold of it, so when you punch and pull back, boom, I'm here, right? Now, I don't have this, right? But I can get this A-bad. I got the A-bad, which puts me in contact with you. I don't have to do any of that. So when you punch and pull back, if I come in, there, I'm in contact with you now. Plus, this arm is kind of out of commission to some degree because I've got a little pressure on it, right? So from here, I can lift my hand up here, I can grab it here, I can do whatever I need to do just to bring you around here and there, right there. Right? Again, I didn't punch you in the face. I put my hand here and your face ran into my fist. All right. So when I set my fist here, you turned and get into. I moved back a little bit, so punch the jaw. So I like letting them do all the damage to themselves, even though maybe technically that's not. I mean, they could argue I really punched him in the face, but I didn't really punch him in the face. My fist is right here. You literally ran into my fist. That's not my fault. Now, law doesn't see that. They don't agree with that. I know for a fact. I can guarantee you the law doesn't see it that way, unfortunately. But that's really how it is. So when I punch, you get a little pack going. Here, there. And then from there, either I draw back, or this could cause me to pause. I've seen that cause people to pause, and their hands stick like that for a second. And then that gives you the opportunity to grip it, boom, boom, and smack. Yeah. So, boxers, of course, they got the big gloves and stuff, and they'll boom, like that. I use this all the time. Right there, boom. Now I got a hold of it. I'm on the inside. Now I've got this here. There. I could bring you this direction. I could sit back there and do this much with the EG, whatever I want to do. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, watch reaching and grabbing for it. Go to the shoulder and go down there. So go ahead and give me a pretty decently speed punch. Boom, boom, right there. I go here. Now, I happen to get it. I've been doing this a long time, so I have a tendency to be able to catch things in midair. I wouldn't say that I have cat-like reflexes, maybe dead cat-like reflexes, but I have a tendency, boom, here, go ahead and boom. There, see, I have a tendency to kind of know where things are going to be before they're there, not because I'm psychic, but because I've seen it so many times that I just know. Maybe you have that, maybe you develop it, I don't know. Go ahead and punch slow, but back. So you pat here. Now, take timing. You can time, and that's another thing I do is I time it, right? So boom, I get a time of it. See, I can touch your elbow whenever. Boom, boom, just touch it. Boom, boom, right like that, right? So boom, I'm here. Boom, I'm here. There it is, bam, and I get a hold of it and I draw it in. So work on that timing. I'm going to give you something about this speed. Yeah, that's close. Yeah. Okay. So I'll give you a little hint. Okay. This is how I perceive you doing it. It may not be, but this is my perception of your thought process. So go slow. Boom, 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 boom. And you're like, okay, now you hit me. Now it's time to do it, right? So you're already drawn back, okay? And then you're reaching for me, right? So what you need to do is hit that, hit that. Anticipate when you're going to get hit in the palm with this here and already have this arm out and wrapping. And you'll either catch the elbow or maybe the wrist. If they're fast, you'll get down here at the wrist. Now, that doesn't guarantee you're going to get a hook, but I tend to like to hook that wrist. And once I touch, I kind of like get these little feely like groups, and I just get a hold of you, and I just like bang, and then boom, I got you, right? So go ahead, I'm gonna punch, boom, boom. Now that hand, there you go. That hand has to be out before I touch you on that third strike. 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's better. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's that. So anticipation, being able to do stuff like that. So give me something pretty decently fast. Okay. I didn't get it, but I got close enough to touch it, and I followed it in. Right. So even if I don't get it, I still can physically touch you. And even if I don't touch you, punch and pull back, just like that, right? Even if I don't, okay, I can step in and I can pin it back here once you pull back. Because I don't have to physically touch you to time you. So go at a slow speed, and we'll imagine boom, 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 and I'll follow you back in, right? So you don't even have to physically touch me to be able to time me. So if I go like this, yes. So you let me. The key here is not being afraid to get hit, for one thing, honestly. But let me throw out some punches so you can kind of time what I'm doing. And then, yes, well, absolutely, step on my foot. But you don't have to necessarily touch me at all before you touch me for the last time. I like, so when you punch, I like the little kitty cat tap thing. I love this. It helps. I also like the tap and that. That right there. I like that, and then I hook my hand over. All right. But if you go too fast, if you're like zoom like that, and you're popping me, and I'm here, boom, there, see, bam. Now my hand is locked under here. I'm up on you here like this. I'm on your foot, and I'm behind you because I just take my hand right here, and there, boom, now I'm behind you. Which is where you want to be, really, so you don't get hit. So here, boom, bam. Yeah. Now, I would suggest you could hug them like that and pin them down.
It's more if you think of this.
Yeah, and then boom, yes.
Just slide it straight up.
Yes.
Clothesline.
That works. When you punch, I'm here, and bam, and I shoot in, I scoop it in here. So my hand is on the inside of your arm when I get to you here like this. So all I have to do is take this hand and draw it back, and now I'm behind you and I have everything that I want right there. Plus, if I do this, like this, and I'm doing it, you can move your hand out. Boom, and you can get me in the stomach, you can grab me, you can do all that stuff, right? But if I time it, and another thing I like to do is pop it down. So I'll pop it down and come in here, bam, there it is. Now I have this, but I'm really this close, but I'm kind of giving some basics. So I take this hand here, and then I can just, boom, draw you to the back, take your back, and do whatever I want back there. So try to shoot to the inside with this side here. So I'd be like, bam, 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 shoot there. I shoot in, I grab, there you go, boom, now I'm behind you. Let's work that. So I go, boom, boom, boom. You want to go this way. You want to go this way. Try not to pull my hands away from my body. So when you punch, so I'm here and I shoot in here like this, and I bring this in like I'm hugging the arm. And what I'm going to do is if I can step, if I want to step, I can step as I pull that arm like this. Even if I don't step, even if I stay right here where I'm at, I got this here, I go like this. Now you're behind. Shoot it in like a punch. So just practice that shoot that arm in there. There it is. Boom, just like that, right? Here and there, yes. Boom. Watch trying to turn your body when boom. So whichever side, I don't know which side. So you hit bam, I'm here and I'm shooting like this. Now, literally I'm like this. This hand here will grab here at your bicep. And all I'm gonna do is just spin you around. Just like that. There you go. Yeah. Try it the other side. Watch trying to get this close leg. Now you got this. Plus when you try to pull me and turn me, you have to see, yeah, so you're gonna have to step forward. Yeah, go ahead and get back in there. Just like that. So that far leg is gonna have to step forward and turn, or you're gonna be off balance. Plus I've already got this locked up and this way close here, right? So switch legs real quick. There. Now it's, I mean, I still have it attached, but it's less space. Plus when you turn me, you don't have to get your body twisted up. So when you strike, boom, I'm here, bam, I take my outside leg here like this, and I just bam, just like that. Now if I take my inside leg, so I'm here, if I step with my inside leg, if I try to turn you and not move my body, I really can't because of the way I'm turning you this way, and I have to turn towards that leg that's in front, it doesn't work. So what I have to do is step forward as I turn. Now, as I've said many times, don't purposely position yourself like say, so I say don't do this in lieu of this would be preferred, right? But if you do this, don't go like that. You're here, all you're really gonna have to do at this point when you get this hook is step forward as you turn, right? So if you find that your inside leg, your close leg is forward, you're just going to have to step when you drag the arm. I prefer to have the outside leg simply because you don't have to step when you drag the arm. Boom, 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 shoot in. There you go. Yeah. So again, yes.
You already had that foot forward.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. There you go. Yes.
Okay there.
Yep. And that flows all together, so you get punched, and boom, 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 boom. Here you go. Bam. Bam. Now, the funny thing is to a skilled person, you may not be able to move them around that easily. To someone out on the street, they'll get flipped around like that, and it's uncontrollable. You just let them go, and they'll go flying because they don't have any control, and they don't know what's going on. So let's go back to the 3 count. 1, 2, 3. Now, let's transition that into the 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Yes. Yeah. Try to go a little more on the forearm part. I'm here at the wrist. I'm here at the elbow. And then I like to right here at the upper forearm because now I can pin it and I have a little more control. If I go down here, then that elbow has a tendency to move around a little bit. So wrist, elbow, top of the forearm, and then there's the punch. And of course the stepping in on the foot. Boom.
Okay, let me try again.
Alright, let's try to form a flow with that. So when you punch, I go 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, boom. Yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead and step a little. You get a little bit of stepping forward and backward in there. Boom. So when you're punching, I'm here, so I'm going to lead it a little bit. So here's the tap. I'm going to step back and move my head so that you don't hit me. Elbow, and then comes up with the pat, and then the punch is where you step back. And there you go. Boom, 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 and there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Let's switch the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's try to do a circle. Try to do it in a circle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when you punch, so boom, 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 here, boom, and then we turn. Yes. Boom, 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 and boom, boom, boom. So wherever you move, I try to move the opposite. And if you want to go back, if you want to do a square, whatever dimensions you use, we'll try to move a little bit. And I get a little boom there, yeah. I get a little bit of this cote type thing going on in there, yes. You can play around with that. All right, see what anybody. What? No Darius. Nope. No Darius. He didn't show up today. All right. No Darius. She was at pizza earlier. All right. Shominate. We were doing Shominate. I think that's where the Kote Gash came from. So we just come in with an angle number 3 straight down like that, right? So go ahead with the angle 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this Shigo Kokudo Rumi here, and then I'm going to do my Tinka at the shoulder. I don't want to touch any of this right now. I don't want to touch any of that. So I come in, I'm here. I come in with the shoulder. I come down here, and I get my kayatin so that I'm facing the same way you are. And then from here, I can turn with the Kote Gash. Other side. So I'm coming in here, so I step out. I turn, I go down, I hit this, and then I take off that outside leg, and then we're right here. All right? Don't touch anything on the shoulder. Go up to the boom, boom, and then turn there. Boom, there you go. Boom.
Stop!
Oh, you're flowing. I don't want flow. Not yet. Hold on. You're advancing a little bit. So when you strike, we're going to go here. Boom. Right? And then we hike here. And then we ting time. Here. Just like that. Yes. Boom, there you go. Down, there you go. There you go. Yes. It's a pain in the butt to try to do it like that when you want to just flow, right? Which is why you do it like this sometimes. Boom, yeah, and then there you go. Yeah. Good. All right. Do you need to take? Stop.
Will you sit over there and get away from him, please? You're disrupting class. However you're doing it now, you're screaming, you're disrupting my class. Do you understand that?
This is very Aikido. So I have my hands, I'm here, boom, and now I like to be close. Here, And then the chitin causes me to go down here. This hand stays in contact as well. If this one touches, comes in here, boom, I'm here. And then I can turn with boom here and then cook the gas right there. There you go. It's hard to do it that way, isn't it? It is. Which is why we do it sometimes this way, because it's hard. Because we're not used to that. There you go. Boom, boom. Now, this is how most people, not everybody, this is how most people have a better way of learning things. So if you strike, I mean, you've been doing it a while, you get that. Most people would be like, if you look at it from the outside, if you're sitting there watching and you strike, and I go like this, right? That to a lot of people is not the same thing. So when you strike, so a lot of people that's different, but it's not. It's the exact same thing. But if I teach people to do this first, or right on your foot, if I teach people to do that first, a lot of stuff gets skipped. So that's why the here, 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 and that. Boom, yes, boom, good, good. Let's try it with the shanai in our hand. We want to move one, good, move this one. So again, assuming that's a very sharp sword that's going to kill me, so when you strike, I don't want to be here, right? So what I want to be is over here. So I'm here, boom. And then I'm here, which gets control of the blade. And then I'm here, boom, and then there's gosh, and the release. Or if you want to keep the blade, you can keep the blade fall down with it. I don't care. Yeah, so. There you go. Boom, yes. Yes. And it would be hard to actually hold this. Yes. So I'm here, and turn here, and boom there. Now, later on we'll get into snake. Did we work this? I mean, I think we've worked this before, but I'm pretty sure that Darius and I did this. Yes, I'm pretty sure Darius and I did this last week. Hold on a second. Let's use a stick. So again, from angle 3, I come in and I'm here, and I turn here. But go ahead and shoot in just as a I'm out here. We'll just use this knife like that. I mean, if it's gonna put 2 hands on it, I guess we might as well. It's not like that's gonna hurt. I mean, I've been hit by those. Those do sting. Those do hurt. So I'm here. Now this hand here comes here, but now it snakes in here like this. Now I can either grab the hilt of the blade. I like to grab in the center, like this here. But even if I don't get in there and I'm just like this, and this hand comes, I'm here, and then I turn here, and then there's a little shiho and blah blah blah. Other side. So I come in here, boom. I turn. I'm here, and then I snake just like this here. And there's the snake. Now, if you can see, that's a juji. There's the juji right there, right? Yep. All right. So this hand here, and now I got the juji. Of course, I can take that away from you and blend. All right. Boom, turn, and then that hand goes snakes in, no, under, there, and then it comes up this way, and then turn. There you go. Boom. Just like that. So we'll do it without the blade. Maybe that'll help. We'll do it 2-handed. So just have your hands like this, like you're holding something. So I can step in here, here, and then just like that. Boom. Well, there's a kind of a shiho here. There's an EQ right there. All kinds of stuff. So strike, I'm just gonna go in and out just like that. Other side, I'm gonna go in and out just like that, okay? We can do it with the sticks, but right now we're doing two-handed type thing. So we'll do it with the stick later when I have a stick and it works. Weave and then this way, there you go, and then turn up and there you go. Good, yes. Other side directly relates to with one hand, 1, 2, 3 here. All right, that flows the same way as if I come in here and I'm doing a taunt here, but I'm also going to pat it away this way. Boom, and come in with most likely a stop hit or purposely wanting that to come in. If I purposely want that punch, I'll let it come through and then I'll redirect it and do whatever I want from there. But doing it like this, shoots in here and then turns here this way is the same, pretty much the same principle as coming from the outside and rolling it this way. You can also do it the other way. If you're punching, I can roll it this way and come out this direction. One of my most favorite things to do is that. So we'll practice inside and outside. Boom, and boom, boom, just like that. Boom, boom. Yeah, don't worry about catching it. So when you punch, what I want to do is, again, this is kind of timing. What I want to do is start when the fist is about right there. So when I get to it, I'm about the wrist area. Again, this causes timing, so you punch and draw back. 1, 2, see, and I get right at the top, right? Other side, 1, there, 2, boom, right? So if you punch, you go slow, punch and you go pull back, and you go like that and miss or whatever, or you can make it even worse. Go like that, all right? That's part of the timing process that you'll work on. So I come in. Don't think of it as a pat when you punch. This here is a side pat. This here is a side pat. This, go ahead. This isn't really a pat. I'm not trying to grab it here and push it away like that. As what I'm really doing is it's here. So when it comes in, what I'm doing is coming to the outside and I'm hooking it, and then I'm just guiding it away like this. Now, if it flies away, that's fine. If it doesn't, that's fine too. I'm not actually trying to go bam like that, push it away. All right. What I'm doing is that when I time it, I grab it like boom, and I just kind of that side, boom, and just ease it away. If it flings off, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It doesn't happen. So, yeah, try to catch. So what you're doing is keep your hand right there for a minute. So what you're trying to do, let it go by, yes, just like that. So what you're trying to do is let it go by just easy enough to where, boom, that's it right there. That's it right there. There you go. That's better. That's better. That's it right there. That's it. There you go. Now you got it. All right. There. Now you got it. All right. I don't know what was different between that one and the explanation before or whatever. But that time you got it. So I don't know what I did or didn't do. You got it figured out. Watch trying to throw it. There you go. Opposite way. So start from the inside, and so you come from here to here. If you can, step in with the Shigo Kokomo. So I'm right here, like this. Right? Here. Yeah, watch again, just go really slow. Watch grabbing for it. There it is, yes. Don't necessarily, this sounds weird. Don't aim for it. So when you're punching, so when it comes in like this,
it seems like you're kind of aiming for it, and you're like, oh, and you go like that, right? You're not really aiming for it. What you're trying to do is, I'm trying to convince you to punch me, right? Because I need something that I can attack. And if you don't attack me, I can't attack you because there's nothing to attack. So I'm antagonizing you to punch. And when I do, I'm bringing it back. So I'm fading back a little bit because I should be here. That's where you see me, so that's where you're aiming everything. If I just move back just that much, then you're going to overextend yourself and hopefully get off balance anyway. But what I'm doing is I'm not aiming for it and attacking it. So sometimes you go for it like that, you're going at it and then throwing it. I'm here, I let you go past, and then I throw it away. So boom, I'm here, bam, just like that. There you go. Boom. Boom, just like that. Boom. And the other side. Boom. 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 So, give me an opening to hit. Like, say I want to hit the ADHD shirt on your shirt. So you give me that opening, so I boom, and you let that punch come in to the point. So put your hand up at a certain point. So probably right there is a good one. So you let that punch come to that point, and then there, yes. You wait for my punch to come. You don't go chasing my hand. Because if you chase it, that's when you have to be precise about your what you're aiming at and everything. If I let it, so if you punch and I chase it and I miss like that, so I go and I missed because now I'm chasing your hand. But if I let it come to me, I let it get where I'm at, so I don't have to chase it. It's actually coming to me. I don't have to do a damn thing. It's right there. Now, if I chase it, I have to go chasing it, right? And that makes me have to be better and more proficient because I have to be able to hit the target that I'm aiming at. This way, all I have to do is let the target hit me, I guess, in a way. I'm not actually hitting you. You're trying to hit me, and I'm using that against you. There. So I'm just doing just like that. I'm not going, bringing it in and then trying to hit it. All right, so let's go slow. Boom. Boom. There you go. Yeah, don't move your, there you go. There you go. It's not the arm, I'm going this way. Boom, there. There you go. It's not just the hand movement that you're using your body, you're using footwork, you're using all that, and you're using your mind to know when things are going to happen before they actually happen. But what you really, the focus of this is we want to let that hand come to me. I don't want to go to the hand. And that's pretty much the way we do pretty much everything. Plus, I'm here when you see me, but when you strike me, I lean back just enough to make you come in even further. Now you're off balance, you're leaning, you're moving forward, which is what I want, that forward motion. So I'm here, boom, and then I use that to drag you away. All right, let's grab some sticks. All right, let's just real quick here. Let's work the 9 angles on both sides. So angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, angle 8, angle 9. Other side. Angle 1, angle 2. 3, angle 4, angle 5. No, good. All right. You decide. You want to go left, right, or left, left, or right, left, right, whatever. I don't care. Just leave it like this. All right. So this is basically from our Aikido. This is God thing, basically. So it's my left, your right. If you're going to give me, let's say you're going to give me an angle number 4. So most likely, either a slashing motion, which goes all the way through like this, or you can strike and then draw back, just like that. Usually what we work on is that slashing motion. It goes all the way through, right? So let's work on the, that's called a lob tick, by the way. A wood tick is when you strike and then you draw back at the same time, right? So we're gonna kind of work on that. Again, when someone's striking on this side, I have a tendency to want to not try to go completely around to this side when there's an angle coming. So if you're gonna hit me like that, it's gonna be difficult for me to try to get under that and to the outside. So what I wanna do is follow that line this way with I keep footwork. And we'll be here with this taunt and this stick off the counter punch and any of that stuff. So when you come in with that angle, I'm gonna go boom here and I'm gonna be right here like this, okay? So we're gonna do that. So I hit you with a 4. Switch. There you go. Boom, boom, just like that. Yes. Boom, just like that. Now switch it back. When you strike, I come in here like this here. Hopefully that continues motion, right? Hopefully that motion continues. So you'll have to actually take this leg step back just like that, right? So that puts me in this really good position where now I just step in, grip it here, and we do our Ichiate. Boom, and I'll, they just like that. Step in, and it'll come under here. Boom, boom, just like that. Boom, yes. Yes. So when you strike here, I bring that into me. I use this to keep the stick from hitting me. I guide it in, and then I roll under, lock it up, and snap it off. There you go. Just like the Kote. Yeah. There you go. Boom. Yeah. Bring it a little more so when you strike, I'm here, I bring it in here, allow it to come in, and then I can bring it down here where I got a lock it just like this. So that, and then all I gotta do here is just step it back like that, just release, reach up here, grab this, and then choke it down. All the way in. Right there. Boom. There. And just step in. There. Just like that. Yeah. One more time. So. Boom. 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 Just shoots in, rolls, locks it there, and then step it there just like that. Yep. Yep. Yeah, eventually you don't need to do so much movement. Go ahead. Other hand, yeah. So I'm here doing like this. I let it come in, boom, lock it up here, smack, smack, bring it up here, lay it right there, boom. And then I can come up here and lock that neck crank in. There you go. There you go. And then this right here. Go ahead, let go of my stick, whatever. There you go. This one here can sit right here. And then you just, yeah. So when you strike, boom, like this here, here, and it just sits right there just like that. And then bam, that breaks it loose. This hand just shoots up here, grabs it, and I put my arm on the back of your neck and bam, and that's where. There you go. Boom. There it is. Boom. And then reach up. Yeah. Yes. All right. Switch hands. We go to the other side. So you strike, So again, I'm here, whoops, here, smack, up here, boom, lays right there, break it, boom, come up behind you. There you go, boom, 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 boom. Shoot it across, boom, boom, up. That this goes here and here, and just turn it. There you go. Shoot that ground. Yeah. Yep. Just like that. All right. So if you're gonna hit me, release the stick this way. Strike over the side. Yeah. I'll see something there. So when one of the first ones I recall doing is here. So again, we're God today. You're going to strike me. I'm going to come in here and deflect this here and check. Now, again, as I always say, the actual strike is to the wrist. Feels weird. The actual strike is to the wrist or the knuckles or whatever, but we get the stick. This checking hand goes on top. And then when I slow that stick down, I can grip the stick here. I come in, hit the ribs, lock it up into a Kikyo, just like that. Now, you could let go of the stick and jack up everything that could possibly be working. So when I'm here, like this, I like to grab more this way than I do way down here. I like to grab here and hold on to it here when I strike, and then I got it here. Now, if I'm going to release it anyway, you can put it and just a little pressure down and you release the stick. Sorry. Boom. Yeah, let that kind of flow this way. Strike in here, lock up here, and then, yeah, keep your hand. There you go. There it is. Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Boom. Just like that. Yes. Yes. Now, depending on your motive for this, when you strike, again, if I just want to release the stick, I can do this. And the stick is released. All right. Since we're playing with sticks, probably just need to worry about that right now. That way we don't have to do any blocks or anything else. Boom. Allow that to kind of flow through. Come back. Go down the stick. Grab the stick. Boom. There you go. Yes. Strike. So boom. Allow that to come back this way here. Flow here, right? And then when this stick comes in, I want you to ease down that stick and hold the stick. And then you can kind of make a Nikyo out of that. Strike it here into the ribs, lock it up. And then when I'm here, if all I'm going to do is release, I can push this and pull this, bam, and it's gone. There you go. There you go. Boom. Boom. Yeah. Yep, turn your wrist the other way. There you go. There you go. All right, let's try that on the other side. So I'm here, 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 and this way. Down the, there you go. Boom. There it is. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right, boom. So here, here. Whoop, I dropped the stick. Here, boom, release. Boom, boom. There you go, boom. There you go. There you go. All right, let's work angle 3 real quick. Straight down. Again, either side, roof. Go to the other side, I'm going to wing. The problem with going to this side is that fist, or that whatever, that knife, or whatever you got in your hand. So I have a tendency to want to stay out here like this. Now, if, of course, I have it in this hand and we're here, I can still boom like that. Now, I like to let my stick kind of flutter around a little bit. So when you hit it, I like to let that happen so that I can bring it up here and smack you in the head. Now, I'm not saying that that doesn't cause me issues. Go ahead and whack it again. I just have to make sure I don't hit myself in the head. Now, I will say this, in the beginning, because like I said, I always tell people to do this, right? Always keep the stick on you. So now I'm going to tell you to not do something I tell you to always do, right? So we're just going to leave it out here like this, and you're going to whack. Yeah, I want you to decent whack. Boom. Now I want to make sure that we turn that and just set it by that. Try not to really smack me in the head, but if it happens, it happens. So allow a little bit less. There you go. Boom. Allow that to spin it and bring that. Oh, you'll learn how to move, and just place it up here like you're getting yourself hit in the head. So I come down. There you go. Yes. Allow me to hit myself in the head, just like that. Yes. One more time. There. Let's try it on the other side. Oh, see, that's what happens. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. Yeah. We'll go slow there. There you go. So that's your less skilled side.
Oh,
Yes. There you go. One more time. There you go. Yeah. So that was my right side I did, right? Yeah, that was the one I did first, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's try the left side. So you hit the left side. Bam, like here. One more time. Bam. See, I hit myself. There you go. One more time. See, oh, I didn't went too high. So you're here. What happens is it stays like this, and you leave your head like that, and you'll do this. Now, you got to do a combination of allowing that to come up a little bit and kind of moving your head a little bit. You'll learn that after you hit yourself in the head like 80 times. But it takes a while. It takes a while. That flows. Go ahead and keep yours. Whoa. Whoa. So we have here and here, right? Here and here, which is the same thing. Go ahead and stick your arm out there. Same thing as here and here, right? Bam and bam. But since we don't want to do that because it hurts, we'll do this. All right, so you try that. Go slow. So do it to my arm, slowly. Don't get it. Boom, boom. There you go. Boom. Yeah. Okay. One more time. Boom, boom, boom. All right. There you go. Yeah. Go slow.
there you go.
Bam. Doesn't have to be fast. Without moving. So I'm gonna say just centered on it, just like this, and it comes out here. You can do it that way. Now, it's uncomfortable for me to do it that way because I'm so used to moving. So when you stick it out there, so think of it as a rimming with that little box step, which is the half tincon, well, the heel toe opposite. So you do a smaller rimming, or if you want to think of it in terms of the triangle, the upside down triangle, we step out, and then we just do a little heel toe, which is that. So that's really all we're doing. So I come out, I come in, and do my little heel toe, bam, hit it. I come back out, and it's here, I come in, I do my heel toe. So that's the footwork is really here, here. And then we come back here, here, just like that. Again, you can just twist the hip how you want. We're going to do it, you move it down. And it's just like I'm going here, going here, going here, going here, and then I'll come back down to here. So let's do the top, the horizontal first as well. it out. Try to keep the stick as horizontal to the ground as possible. Harder, isn't it? All right. So we're gonna try to keep the stick as horizontal as you can each time, like this. And you can go this. You want to go this slow. You can go slower. Boom. Go just like this. Other side. Boom. 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 The key is to keep it horizontal, just like when you go here. The key to it is to keep it vertical, just like that. So work that again real quick. Yeah, try to keep it just like you go slow as you want. You can go like super freaking slow because this one is hard. And if you try to whack it a lot, eventually you'll get it, but it takes longer. There you go. This one, yes, there you go. This one's difficult to do because it's not customary for people to move like that. So when I'm striking you, yeah, when I'm striking you, say I want to hit you on that side of the head, but I'm over here. You know, I don't have to come all the way over here like this and strike it like that. If I'm over here, I can just go boom, pow, and just hit you here. Now, is it as damaging as maybe coming over here and swinging like a madman? Probably not. But if I'm here like this, the last place you expect me to hit you is there. Anything on that side of the body. If I'm over here, you expect it here. So the first thing I'm going to do is just whack you right here one time, and that takes everything off the center, and now you're completely jacked up. Before we end, I want to run through the Aikido stuff. We have not done that in a very long time, and I want to make sure that so if you feel it necessary to run through the whole thing so that you can keep it memorized, feel free to do that. But if you can do it individually, you don't need to. Good. I was concerned that
Now the last one, Mike.
the last one might.
But
Good. Yeah.
I almost tried to do that one trick.
Yeah. A little whoop flip.
Yeah. No, I'm not doing that.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. see. Oh. That's right out there. Well, that wasn't horrible. That wasn't horrible. I was hoping that there wasn't going to be a bone hurt. I don't know why. I didn't do much nut today. All right. Ready? Great class. Great.